I just spent $2,300 all to chase a specific number on the dashboard of my car. Now we're talking levels of instant gratification that I could have gotten from doom scrolling on TikTok. Whoa. And as you can see, the day didn't exactly go to plan. At Winton Motor Raceway, there's an unofficial benchmark that separates the serious drivers from everyone else. A sub 1 minute 20 lap time. And we call it the 19s Club. And in our world, if someone can't do a 19 at Winton, then they're not a racing car driver. It's simple as that. I remember someone once said to me, "Look, Matt, I'll put it this way. He's not doing 19s at Wintons, I'll tell you that." And it was the most savage thing I'd ever heard said about another driver, because everyone knew in that room that old mate couldn't steer a race car to save his life. Now, I'd been racing a full season in the Australian Drivers' Championship. 6 rounds, 20 car grids, racing all over the country. And the whole time in the back of my mind, I still hadn't done a 19. I was a nobody in my own head until that number had changed. So today was the day that I was gonna fix that.
I got a whole lot of cheese on my nuts. Look at it covered in garlic. That mean that money is fall like a pizza. I get it, it's
So I'd done my homework. We'd collected enough data over the year to know that the sweet spot for Winton was somewhere between 16 and 20 degrees. In those conditions, the track just has more grip, and all of the fastest lap times we'd ever seen before were set in those particular conditions. So if we were gonna have any shot at doing a 19, it was gonna need to be around that temperature. But the forecast for the day was 32 degrees, which meant that I had a window. Session 1 and Session 2, before the temperature climbed out of that range and took the grip with it. After that, it was certainly going to be too hot, so I went into the day knowing that I had one shot to do this 19. So the plan was simple. If you've watched the previous episodes, we blew up and rebuilt this engine. So Session 1 was all about shaking down the car and making sure that nothing was going to explode. Session 2, new tyres, perfect temperatures. This is when we were going to go for it. Well, this is a good start to our new engine test. Yep, looks like it works. So then it was time to strap on the new boots, go out and set a 19. But I had absolutely no grip whatsoever. Whoa. That's it. Time to pull my finger out. This is going to be the lap right here to set the 19 and put me in the 19 clubs once and for all. I'm absolutely smashing these curves and sliding through every corner. That must mean that I'm going quick, and I feel like Lewis Hamilton going for his 8th world title. Coming into turn 10 here, down 2 gears, smash that thing in. What the hell was that? Alright, it's fine. There's green lights all over the dash. This should be pretty close to a 19, right? Coming to the line. Let's see what the lap time is going to be.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass.
So I come back in, I climb out of the car, and I'm trying to work out what the hell just happened. I had brand new tires and absolutely no grip. Why did the car feel so understeery? Why did it just not want to turn? And then it hit me. Kind of never set the tire pressures, so they had 35 PSI in them. 35 PSI on a cold, slick racing tire. I mean, that's pretty much what you'd run on a road car. So my hot temperature could have been 40 PSI, I don't know. It's such a fundamental thing that I just couldn't believe that I'd done it. The lock up into turn 9, almost hitting the wall, everything kind of started to make sense at least. But the worst part of the whole situation, my optimal window to do that 19 was pretty much gone, and the track got red flagged, so the session was over. But I still had new tires, so we went out again. This time with the correct pressures and still pretty good track temperature. But coming into turn 5, the sweeper at Winton, the car still didn't feel right. I was losing the rear of the car on the entry, which usually never really happens. The conditions weren't ideal, but the conditions weren't the problem. The car was definitely the problem. In that session, I did a 1 minute 20.8, a new personal best, and I did not care one bit. I'm coming back into the pits because the session got red flagged again. The same kid with the same electrical issue, but this time the car was stopped on the track and had to be recovered. So I've come around turn 4, and as you can see, I wasn't too happy about the situation because I was getting pretty frustrated at this point with myself. So I knew what I needed to do. I pulled 2 clicks of front wing out of the car to get better balance through the high speed stuff and give me more rear grip. It was the right call, but at this point, the temperatures were reaching over 30 degrees and the window had well and truly disappeared for a really fast lap time. I was definitely getting pretty frustrated at this point, especially with myself, but I decided to give it one more shot. This time I wasn't gonna go and try and set a lap time as I'd pretty much given up on that. I just wanted to go and drive my race car, and that's what I did. Back out on the track, just having fun at this point. I've done a couple of warm-up laps, and my first push lap was a 1:21.1. So we're still there. The times are pretty quick, but I wanted to go faster. I did a 1:20.7, a 10th faster than the PB we just set before. Okay, let's do another one. Then a 1:20.6, another PB. It's getting quicker. Let's go again. And then on the next lap, I'd pulled 3/10 out of it and I did a 1:20.3. I was now 3/10 away from the 19 club. Boys, we're back on. Let's go. year ago, I turned up to round 1 of the Australian Drivers' Championship, thinking that a good qualifying position for me was going to be in the top 5. I qualified P14, I think, and that was the beginning of a very humbling education. 6 rounds racing all over the country, an engine blow up that caught fire, 2 months of rebuilding, an entire year of knowing in the back of my mind that I hadn't done a 19 yet, and that I hadn't fully earned my place. And it happened on a 32-degree day on the 5th lap of a session that I'd pretty much given up on, in conditions that didn't really even make sense for it to happen. That's just motorsport. You can plan everything perfectly and it's still probably all gonna fall apart. But then the moment you stop forcing it, everything just clicks. Now, I don't really know what the results are gonna look like for next year, but I'm going into it as a racing car driver who's done a 19 at Winton. So I'm feeling pretty good about it. I'll see you in the next one.